welcome back to the Patu All Suka podcast with me, Aris Daniel. And today, I am happy to be joined by my guest host for today, the awesome. Dia orang kata dah lama tak di akas media and all, and he's back. Welcome, Faiz Boba.
Yeah, that's the best. Hey, everybody.
Okay, Faiz, how are you? You want me to call you Faiz Boba? But he said it. First time called Faiz Boba, kenapa Boba? So, as guys, kalau you guys pernah dengar, we always ask, we are from Padang Bola Sepak as well. Padang Bola Sepak, dulu kita idolakan dengan Boba ni, dia super Boba club. Yeah, so Faiz Boba ni, the founder of a community shadow vein football with rules and all. So Carl, our the customer of course guru, they both like live review as well. And yeah, we are happy to meet this here. And it was fun quite before Olio Blast is Hais Kacang, and when he was in Hais Kacang also, he has a show called The Balls. Yes. So yeah, thank you very much, Faiz, for being here. And how are you today, Faiz?
I'm okay, but President, we always running here into Paitao.
Betul. Kita bukan di dalam studio. Kita di mana sebenarnya, Faiz?
We, this thing, I want this day is called it, because this is where I work on my first day.
Pasti. Wow. Bagi kamu dikasih public. This is a very something that very nice. Boleh bagi tahu first day tu dekat mana? Just that funny on it. Please eat him to work off.
Okay. You are the one who did listen.
Okay, so we are at Curve we are outside our studio. So currently we are at Curve for the Curve Exposhi Football Stadium event happening the 1st to the 5th of July. Shout out to Roshi, shout out to Curve for giving Mother Posika a space for us to do our live podcast recording. Yes? So, kita kat sini today to say pasal apa dan siapa ada di sini untuk ceritakan pasal topik itu, Faiz. What we're going to speak about?
So, today we talk about football traveling.
Okay.
Football traveling. So, like, say, go to the best of who visit the away days.
Away days. Okay, away days. Okay. So, who do we have our guest out woman today?
Yeah, I have the honor to visit or introduce to one of my idols to a constant reader. I don't know who your is that we actually I think you should have yes, that's honestly I look to say what shares are all February English high that is only to that to younger with you but so apa sat the Archibald's brother please up Archibald. Let's check Peter for football series. Magic.
Welcome to the show. Welcome, Mr. Archibald. Thank you for being to be part of this historical recording session. Yes. Because biasa-biasa nak buat dekat detail ni. Ya. Sekarang ni sampai juga macam baik. Saya siap ada historical this. Jadi dalam sahabat nama kalau kita habis kecil lah tak ada. So ni tu boleh tempat. Kalau lepak jadi part itu ada live session jadi it's an honor. Yes, it's going to so the only thing feel also a fun fact to everybody before we go into deep how I know about my visa. Actually, before me and Anna from my producer really expect them by the best friend. I actually listened to his show for macam kata macam guidance lalu lah. Dia tengok macam mana dia cakap because I feel like it's like dia kata idola. So so boleh kata
Studio ni nak.
Dia akan dia bawa orang dalam yang sok. And also nak bagi shout out kepada siapa yang tengah dengar ni on any audio platform and also as YouTube and also the live audience. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing to Better Calls You Can. Hello guys, better like, share, subscribe. Please do it because we cover as much sports as we can, as much topics as we can related to sports. So please do like and recommend us as much topics as you can. Also, Vertical Consultant is started by Kive at Profit. QYVE Kive is a local brand. Untuk yang live audience yang datang sini, QYVE Kive ada booth dekat Bush ni the crew of Expo City Football Stadium. You guys can check that out. And if you guys tuning on YouTube as well, my friends here, Faiz and Nizam, are wearing their jerseys as well. Egg Forfeit, I dipakai tadi. And now I'm wearing their punya, my hoodie lah, pakai pasukan hoodie. So do check them out on social media. Forfeit, Forfz, and also Kai QYVE. Rasa ni kita punya intro dan pernam Faiz betul Let's go straight Alright, kita nak kena that's our panel today. Kita nak tanya what is the latest, the consideration dengan dekat pergi stadium. Nampak kat YouTube memang banyak contactation ni, promotion lah. And also kau orang dalam net baru Faiz pun dia pergi also ke stadium. Orang pakai jersey, dia pakai baju Melayu lah, tak tahu dalam kenapa. So, but before that, let's just get to know our guest lah, Faiz. Alright, macam mana you near Renine Sultan? How do you started the passion of love, with that passion and love towards sports to where you want to be?
I think in terms of we like in sports is that's pas dia lah. Like pada kecil
Cuma ni dia apa macam I siap tengok any sports lah ni dia macam cerita dia.
So first love football, like football, okay. Boleh. Tapi guys, like kita mula-mula dari kecil kali nak terus ke sports, nak tengah kaki dulu. Hai buat dia orang sebut kata-kata ni nanti kata umur kan. Saya berplan. Abi ini best. You can pick. Atau apa? Terus nak bagi tahu, tadi the previous ini dapat ni. Dia orang nanti dari Rabu. Dia orang mati tu. Okay deh. Patut kita ni relax. Gitu hati. Ya, so saku. Biasanya tu budak-budak ada start kata the power years and start and then start. I think workout lagi. So yang tu, balik yang idea tu yang first, I betul-betul take off sport sedap. Ada workout pagi V, so pas itu I boleh kena football, and then dari situ kemudian jadi dan all the popular sports in Malaysia lah. Kita tamu terlibat, usually baru I think 2001, Sukansi ke Malaysia dia pack. So I dapat fikir, so I dapat tengok pada sport dia hoki. Dari situ I macam dah stack body something yang saya interesting. Tapi still tak terasa belajar jadi masih pada jurus ke hara sakit. Yang typical lah aku pusat science 3 jadi engineer lah, jadi director. No idea what kita do. No idea. Next sports start back as a career or something yang macam di evolve dari lagi. Then lepas hospital, then start tengok dekat TV, macam ni exam tu.
Kan dia macam okay, ada sports dia. Sure, see you big play sports fans go ya.
I know. Bola suka, so. Tapi masa ni just macam sesekali amari. Tak buat sekolah? Ke sekolah, surpat sikit jauh deh. Okay, tapi banyak lebih dari ada. Dia hari stand semula. Okay, this. Wait, can I ask you something? Yeah, is it bikin aja? But it is the types. You said your first World Cup was like 8. So what like still was the one there?
Yeah. Yeah, what you hit what look like?
Ya, semua akan ini yang dia sama yang.
Cuba ni.
Kan? Maybe back to all sudah dengan same yang ni.
Yes. Itu yang almost BSD. So this member ini dulu.
Tim yang macam Peter saya magnetic, rather players they medal professor, betul kali lihat jelas. Kita dah they consider plans yang si yang macam okay, this is aktif. I nampak satu sisi lain dalam sukai. Yeah, it's not just the atas pada update elistik di luar bapa kami lebar saya kawan nak tidak disini. So I rasa dia dan another ready.
That's where your video inspiration of India.
Bit like a stuff, tapi was just
Story we get that.
yeah, there was just still kata take saya tak terfikir benda-benda sport. For me masa itu sampai lagi sampai form 5 pun. I pengen dapat sports saja bila ke sepeda. I dah dapat betul video. Yes, there's no outside sports. Kalau if you're not anti, then you will cut this sport. That's why people please judge that. You tak tahu macam ada sports jadi bizarre. Well, itu masih tak apa lagi sebenarnya. Pandangnya ke arah kalau time belajar apa? Science stream terus di sampai lah bila habis belajar, habis sekolah, I masuk university, I applied course Moscow. Okay. Thank you, brother. Belum level lagi sampai lah di subject sports journalism. Baru super, okay, ada video macam ni. And then I started the TV, the obvious channels lah, Chat ISK, ada stuff. Baru baca apa ada spot, isn't fee, sports television. Ada benda-benda yang kami atas padam. Aku burung ada technical jadi, okay, this is something yang I rasa I boleh pergi, I suka sports. And I rasa I boleh cakap dan boleh buat benda-benda macam ni. So I pursue benda ni. Tapi in my career, sekarang I kat terus the sports. I believe I deliver sebagai as journalist, tanya kai dari issues dah juga politik ya. Civil review. News is more like kind of issue, okay. Lebih sportsnya political. Dan then baru I expect dapat bikin one video mereka yang suka, I start making sports writing. But title itu hard itu. It's exactly in Malay. I start ikut keren lah beberapa. Ada tahu-tahu bagaimana start macam website kalau site masih ada podcast sekarang podcast so dia AJI as aku I start involved with sports ideal as sports as football or just in general tapi lepas tu lama-lama dia lebih maju semua orang kedai. Sebab lepas tu I born di one quarter dan I focus on videos. Locals tu buat fun cantik. Kasi dia I step baru I ada this chance itu evolve the next step dia. Nanti saya kira apa sampai kok so everything seperti list. And that ia sampai satu tahap social media di nation memang besar, especially in terms of video in a KTP dia baru I start tengok fikir. I feel ini something yang macam ada kritik, macam something interesting. Is it nice piece? Kita no. Pas itu basically dia kita dah pilih lama. Sebab masa MySpace pasti dia ada plan dan orang. You see Facebook. Is that I rasa interest untuk video dia spek Twitter bukan video tapi I ada buat few contents video ada tak predict masa terakhir. I kerja dengan ada satu portal. It's good. Kata pula.
Okay, if you want to boleh je.
Dia musang.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Musang.
In English.
Okay.
So
you were working with them?
Yeah, at that time. Tapi untuk
You can
Malaysia,
say it if you want.
Fox Sports.
Oh.
I kerja dengan Fox Sports for a while. So I ingat I cover masa tu AFF 2018.
Yeah.
So dekat situ macam first ada impact on creating videos untuk away days, untuk travel. Kat situ I macam nampak okay. I rasa ada future for this kind of content.
True.
Sebab orang dah start pergi ke arah video.
Yeah, true.
So you went to the football live games.
Yep.
And you did what kind of creative content creation ke? You rakam yourself ke? Masa tu how do you find the
Masa tu I buat more towards reactions.
reactions?
Fans reactions. Something bukan benda yang atas padang.
Behind
Lebih
the
kepada
scenes
untuk tak adalah behind the scene dia macam bila goal tunjukkan reaction apa orang bersorak. Sebab sebelum ni kita apa-apa kita akan banyak fokus ke arah apa yang dia ada di atas padang. But kita terlupa dengan emotion di luar.
True.
So kat situ I buat benda tu and okay ini something yang I rasa something yang unik lah sebab bukan benda di atas padang and orang nak tengok juga.
Understand.
And orang sebab orang boleh relate.
True.
Orang biasa boleh relate. Dia tengok game, dia pun rasa benda yang sama. Dia
Especially
pun
if you're a football fan.
Yes. Especially bila benda tu dekat dengan you. Sebab I buat masa tu untuk game Malaysia. So, majority Malaysian mesti boleh relate. Especially ada satu video I buat. Masa tu, semi-final Malaysia versus Thailand dekat Raja Manggala.
Yeah.
Okay.
Siapa masa tu?
Must be Thailand.
Terhasil miss penalty hujung-hujung game.
Oh yes.
Last kick
okay.
of the game.
Okay, the one that Shafi Safari scored the
Yes.
on the goal.
Yes.
Betul-betul last game penalty dapat Thailand dapat penalty.
What a game lah that one.
Terhasil miss. I ambil reaction. I buat macam memang record time dia orang ambil tu. Sama dia nak tunjuk sedih ataupun gembira. I record je. Then kita berjaya.
Impact lah.
Penalty tu miss.
Dan highest views.
Dan orang boleh relate benda tu. Sebab semua orang rasa benda yang sama. So kat situ I tahu okay. Ini something yang best. I rasa mungkin I boleh try itu buat untuk diri sendiri juga.
Awesome. So that started your journey of being a football content creator?
More or less lah. Tapi lebih kepada untuk buat content tu I rasa dia ada mixture sikit lah sebab I suka travel and sebenarnya I selalu tengok video orang travel instead of yang berkaitan dengan football sebab dulu I rasa tak ramai sangat yang buat content untuk travel for football. Tapi sebab
can I jump in and
sure. Sure.
because I
Go ahead.
feel that macam ada one name we're forgetting sebenarnya.
Siapa?
Tifo Arena.
Yes.
I remember how much they
Tifo
inspired me
Arena.
actually because of bahasa pasar berborak dekat Bakar Stadium tu best borak tau. So macam bahasa back then very baku, semua very
Yes, betul.
restricted. So bila Tifo Arena datang dia pergi travel, pergi Penang, dia borak.
They changed the game lah.
Change the game.
Or they
Definitely
open
change the
a new
game.
pathway
Yeah.
for all of us to follow as well. Don't you think so?
a bit lah, a bit.
Yeah, I mean, the way I see it lah. I mean, he sees it a different way, but I think that what impacted me that I wanted to do media. I mean, how media evolved in Malaysia was actually Tifo Arena lah for me. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, Faiz, do you have anything to ask to Nizam for his introduction before we move?
I'm just happy to just sit down here with him and
Anything yang you nak add? I nak tanya dulu actually. Boleh tak bagi tahu to the listeners, the viewers and also the live audience if they are watching and listening, which they are.
Yeah.
Pasukan apa you minat sebenarnya? And masa zaman-zaman main walaupun social tu suka main position mana? Club and country lah.
Club and country.
And that
Country obviously lah Malaysia kan. Tapi untuk World Cup
okay, national
International lah.
and international
Okay,
for both
international.
lah. Okay, so Malaysia and kalau
Malaysia
club
and kalau club I ada 2 club. Satu yang memang I daripada I rasa I mula suka club ni dulu daripada club yang sekarang I lebih passionate
really?
about.
Okay.
I lain sikit apa korang. I fan Manchester United. Sebab my dad is a Manchester United fan.
Okay.
So obviously
tiba-tiba kan because United doing well now, all the United fans are coming out.
So obviously
just kidding.
So obviously I adalah satu-satunya daripada adik-beradik I semua yang sokong Manchester United daripada bapa I. Yang lain semua tak suka. Sama ada tak suka sport ataupun tak minat Manchester United. I seorang je yang melekat. Second is something yang I sendiri discover, I sendiri yang jatuh cinta kepada kelab ni is Kuala Lumpur lah. Starts with KLFA and then Kuala Lumpur City. So I merasa menyokong satu pasukan yang masa I first sokong tu sangat berjaya, which is Manchester United dengan peak diorang 99 semua tu.
Okay.
Dan I juga menyokong pasukan yang waktu tu tengah berada di paling bawah sekali. Di third division.
What made you to like KLFC?
KL City, okay.
Born and raised.
That's why. Tapi dia sebab dia tak directly. Sebab for me untuk football and juga benda macam ni, dia macam love lah.
Love, yeah.
You cannot paksa benda ni. It must come macam
to you.
You don't choose the club chooses you. So apa yang I buat I menyokong KL, I ingat it starts with 2010. Malaysia menang AFF. So kat situ I pergi game semi-final against final against Indonesia.
Yeah.
So at that time I tengok, I rasa macam okay, tu yang I rasa itu first.
Which stadium was it?
Bukit Jalil.
Bukit Jalil, okay.
Itu first I turun game Malaysia actually. So I tengok tu I rasa Malaysia punya player ni not bad.
Yeah.
Dan exciting. So bila I tengok tu I rasa how do we improve this? Obviously kalau kita nak improve kita punya national team, kita kena ada a better league, a better in terms of the
structure.
Clubs, the structure. So I rasa macam mana kita nak naikkan benda ni kalau tidak ada fans, kalau tidak ada penyokong. Sebab in the end orang akan bergantung kepada siapa yang turun stadium, berapa jumlah penyokong di stadium. So I start time tu I terfikir, okay, I rasa I kena try to give a shot this Malaysian League. Sebelum ni memang I punya exposure to Malaysian League hanyalah di belakang surat khabar. I akan sikit-sikit tengok, okay, aku budak KL, aku tengok Kuala Lumpur kat sini. Tapi masa tu, obviously the top teams are Selangor. And then ada a brief period, macam ada period of Kelantan, Perlis, Kedah. Tapi I macam, okay, aku budak KL, aku nak try lah tengok game KL. Walaupun masa tu KL tengah hauk. I pergi, I ingat masa tu I pergi 2 game dalam 1 hari.
Okay.
Game KL masa tu petang lawan Perlis dekat Stadium Ceras. Game paling hamba 0-0.
Okay.
0-0 panas, main teruk. And then malam tu game Selangor versus Kelantan, tak silap 3-3. Full of action. Tapi yang mana satu yang buat I rasa lebih? Game KL.
Yeah.
And you went there alone?
I went there alone. Both games I pergi alone. I macam okay, aku nak try benda ni, aku nak pergi. So aku pergi,
then I tengok walaupun kosong-kosong tapi I can relate to that.
What was the reason of like going? You memang dah nekat kepada
I dah
diri-
nekat masa tu. I
faham.
want to give this Malaysian League a shot. So
Okay.
I pergi and surprisingly game kosong-kosong tu yang I lebih terasa daripada game yang tinggi sama tu. So that was the time I rasa this is my team.
Okay.
Sebab tu sampai sekarang kalau orang tanya team mana nak support, I cakap you don't choose the club chooses you.
Okay.
Okay.
Good idea. I mean, good point there.
Yeah. Anything you want to add and to us
For
about
me,
his
if I would have
introduction?
to choose a team, I
okay.
would say that a team that is closest to my house. So I can just walk. It's like if it's 10 minutes, if let's say Selangor is in Shah Alam, I cannot go Selangor. It's like 15 to 20 minutes for me to with the jam and everything.
Yes.
So Kuala Lumpur makes more sense or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I feel like that's how community is
So
about.
you are also a KL City fan?
In Malaysia, I'm a fan of Malaysia football,
Okay.
but I don't have a specific team that I like.
Okay.
To be
So
honest, I'll be
dia
honest.
tak
with you.
found dia lagi lah.
Yeah.
Belum lagi.
Belum lagi. It will
Yeah.
come lah.
Right.
Also, kalau because currently actually now it's a World Cup season.
Yep.
Any international teams outside of Harimau Melaya? Yes, I'm sure all of us support Harimau Melaya.
Team I tak layak sebenarnya untuk
Huh?
World Cup kali ni. Itu yang sedih sikit.
Malaysia, outside of Malaysia.
Yalah, outside Malaysia lah.
Yeah.
You said your
Team I
team.
tak layak.
Yeah, that's why. No, the thing is, when people ask us about who do you support for the World Cup, I really cannot say what team because our only answer, I think you have the same related to this, is because we still support Malaysia no matter what.
Itu satu.
Yeah.
Tapi memang sebab team yang lagi situ I sokong tak masuk.
Yeah.
Tak layak. Dia kalah dengan
Wait.
Bosnia.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
know.
So
Street colour. Yeah.
Italy.
Italy. Yeah.
Ferrari.
Pasta.
Eh,
Pasta.
That's okay.
Sebab
in
I rasa
F1,
I-
Antonelli is doing very well. So boleh sokong.
And
boleh
tennis, so Yannick Sinner is doing well, so
Yeah.
okay.
Okay lah. Yes.
Sedih lah sebab
Give and take.
I tengok Italy daripada sebab I rasa compared to Premier League masa awal-awal I tengok football I banyak macam banyak influence daripada Serie A juga macam tu
Yes,
all
yes.
the big names kat sana.
Yeah.
All the Maldini, Nesta and all that. Yeah.
My favorite striker is Andrei Shevchenko.
Yeah.
And I
Oh.
grew up watching Maldini, Nesta. So sebab tadi I tak jawab lagi masa sekolah I suka main position mana kan. So I banyak influence daripada Maldini dengan Nesta. So selalu I can main centre back, full back. Tapi kadang-kadang syok main striker.
Selalunya siapa Italian fan kan, dia orang ni betul-betul jiwa bola tau.
Jiwa defense.
Jiwa bola, memang jiwa
Jiwa bola, eh?
Because Italian football dia tak ada flair macam how Brazilian is. So if people do like, I mean I'm saying that these are classic people lah yang suka Italian football. The
I see.
OG of football.
Okay. Position dah settled and all this. Anything that you want to add of your introduction before we move to the topic itself?
Rasanya tak ada. Itu je sebab kita akan masuk yang lagi best sebenarnya.
Okay, so today kita nak sembang pasal away days. Maksudnya you travel and you watch football outside of your TV, outside of your phone screen, your laptop, your iPhone, kedai dekat mama. I don't know if what is it considered as going out and watching also away days ke apa. So before I bagi pass to Nizam, I want to ask you, Mr. Faiz, what is your term of general of like away days and football traveling?
Okay, so actually, I wasn't like a big fan of football traveling.
Okay.
My travel was mostly to Mama, like you see just now.
Yeah. So do you count that as?
I think so. I
It's
think
your
so.
own
Yeah, no,
opinion.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because that's the only place where you're gonna see a lot of people more being there than inside their house.
Yes, I
So
understand.
actually, that's one of the inspirational that started everything about football traveling lah. Travel to your mama.
Boleh kira.
Yeah, boleh
Asalkan
kira,
travel,
yeah.
asalkan keluar
Yeah,
dari
yeah.
rumah kita travel.
Yeah. Actually quite susah tau nak travel to mamak sebenarnya. Pasal masa time tu sekolah, mana ada kereta semua. So kena tompang. I think ada one time tu kita naik kereta kembara 12 orang.
Ui.
Nak pergi mamak.
Dia jadi kereta clown car dah boleh masuk 20 orang. Macam mana masuk tu?
Semata-mata nak pergi tengok bola.
Just to
Dua kat
share.
depan.
Ha?
Dua kat depan.
Dua kat depan.
10 kat belakang.
No,
Atas
tiga
hood.
depan.
Tiga.
Tiga
Oh, ya.
depan. So can you imagine who is the smallest person in depan? And it's
So-
kembara tau.
So that's your term of away days.
I mean, in many ways.
To me, going out, maybe that, I don't know about that. Maybe we ask Nizam what is the legit term. But if you say going to mama and all, yeah, that is the culture, I think,
Culture,
of the
yeah.
country. That's also why the reason that Malaysians love football so much. It's not just the pitch, what's happening in the pitch is happening beyond the pitch. The culture, the chants, the song,
It's
the
actually-
jerseys and all that.
It's actually a reason kita nak jumpa kawan-kawan kita.
Betul.
Betul. Itulah sebenarnya bola sepak sebenarnya.
Yeah.
Kalau tak ada bola sepak ni, I think I will never met Nizam. I will never sit down with him knowing that his best drink is teh ais. I don't know now is it teh ais or not. I'm just guessing.
Sekarang Americano dah tua.
Ah.
Macam benda-benda tak berguna.
Yeah. So these are little things that sebenarnya yang football bring us as a community sebenarnya, which I love it. Football.
Okay. Then we can tanya the guest of honor. What is football traveling and away days for you? That your personal opinion. You don't mind sharing to the listeners, viewers, and also the live audience?
I rasa asalkan macam Faiz kata, asalkan keluar. But macam for me mungkin tak semestinya pergi ke macam for me mesti ke stadium lah. Tapi tak semestinya stadium yang jauh. Contoh, fan KL pergi ke stadium ABPJ tengok game Selangor versus KL kat sana. Itu dah dikira, for me lah, itu dah kira travel.
Away day.
Asalkan you keluar, itu dah kira away game, you dah pergi away days. Ataupun fan KL pergi tengok game KL lawan PDRM dekat stadium Selayang. Itu pun dah boleh dikira away days.
Like a derby lah.
Dia away juga, dia travel juga. So, tak semestinya kena sampai keluar negara lah.
Oh really? I thought away days ni adalah sebenarnya contohnya lah, if you are an Arsenal fan, if you watch at Arsenal punya game, not at Emirates, is considered as away days. Bukan, salah?
Boleh juga kira macam contoh tengok game Arsenal tapi pergi stadium Spurs, Arsenal lawan Spurs tu kira away day walaupun dekat.
So if I watch Arsenal match dekat Emirates, does that count as away days?
Boleh kira kalau sebab macam you are Malaysian, you pergi sana, itu dikira untuk you, itu adalah your football
Away.
travel atau away. Nak kata away tidak lah, tapi kira your football pilgrim lah. Kalau untuk Arsenal fan,
Football pilgrim.
sebab you pergi ke, dia macam tak boleh sebut, dia kalau bahasa Melayu
I
kan
tahu
dia jadi,
Scott Pilgrim je.
tak, dia macam kira sebab itu team favourite you.
Okay.
So you macam bermati-matian nak pergi, so finally you dapat pergi, so dia macam itu jadi you punya aim untuk pergi. So I would call that, untuk kalau you pergi sebagai contoh you fan clubs in Europe and you pergi ke situ, itu dianggap you punya football pilgrim lah. You dapat finally sampai dan melihat dan berada di stadium pasukan kesayangan you. Bila melibatkan yang tahap macam tu, that I would call a football pilgrim lah.
Basically kalau you naik flight tu kira dah away day lah. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Technically, automatically that's called away day.
Ataupun kalau itulah macam kalau you
So many terms.
So
yeah.
dia
There's no right or wrong.
dia tak ada right or wrong.
Yeah.
Asalkan you travel, tak semestinya naik flight, you naik kereta pun. Kalau yang contoh Selangor fans pergi Stadium Ceras pun dah kira away days.
I see. Yeah, okay, understand. Okay, boleh tak bagi both of you, if you guys want to share before we go in detail, your first away days experience.
So,
do you have
okay.
do you have any first?
So my
yang
first
you-
away day
Yeah.
is actually World Cup 2018. My first away day.
Oh,
no,
Qatar.
sorry, 18 lah, sorry. 18 Russia.
I think Russia, yeah. Itu 2022.
Russia?
Russia.
Moscow?
Moscow, yeah.
Okay.
But actually,
Hurrah!
what inspired me to do this World Cup, to travel to ni is actually, it takes like heartbreaking moment. You know, masa tu tengah
Wow.
pasrah kan, baru lepas break kan,
Break up,
baru break up. So,
So buat kerja gila lah.
Kerja gila lah
Oh,
sebenarnya.
break up memang buat
duit
macam
tu nak pakai nak kahwin sebenarnya.
Oh,
Cerita dia,
I
cerita dia.
legit want to ask the next question.
Yeah, yeah.
Macam mana, how long did you save the money to travel to Russia to watch the World
I
Cup?
will share. So
Okay.
that money was kept for sebenarnya nak kahwin.
Nak kahwin. Okay, let everyone know
tak
that.
jadi kahwin, pergilah World Cup kan. Member dah ajak, dah pergi World Cup. Okay, jom. Pump everything there. So I planned like macam, it was like a last minute plan.
Okay.
You know, World Cup was like
A month.
no, we did try for the ballot. I
Okay.
just tried for the ballot first, and I got the ballot and everything. But that time tak sure lagi, pasal tak tahu nak stay ke nak pergi. So once dah confirm whatever what happened in the past, so macam let's go, you know.
What match was that you went to dekat
Okay,
2018?
the first game I watched actually was Sweden against Germany. It was I think you guys remember this Toni Kroos free kick.
Yes.
The famous Toni
one.
Kroos free kick. Yeah. So that was actually my first game ever.
So
yeah.
masa Toni Kroos score tu,
Yeah.
you were sitting nearer to the Toni Kroos punya goal or further the other side?
Oh no, I was exactly in front of Toni Kroos.
You were in front
I
of
had
Toni
a video.
Kroos?
I had a video of the moment that happened, that we celebrated that thing. But the best thing about that World Cup, I sat beside a bunch of Germany fans and Sweden fans. So
Okay.
macam, we have no idea, I think, why everybody was celebrating. Even some of the Sweden fans, I don't know they are actual Sweden fans or not, but it seems like everybody's celebrating because I think it was just a beautiful goal lah. It was
Boleh
just
tak like actually share maybe to us like from going, because I've never been to a World Cup stadium to watch a World Cup game, and it's currently World Cup happening. Can you just share like the before masuk stadium and then the goal, and it was a very intense match also, and the goal was last minute, and then after the match, just a quick brief.
No,
your personal experience.
Basically, the experience was actually it was a 23-hour flight because I had to stop for
23 jam.
23 jam because
Ada
I had to
layover lah.
layover
Pisang,
bit,
Mat.
yeah.
Okay, layover berapa lama?
But it was fun. Layover was about 6-7 hours. 7 hours. I
Okay.
think it was in Zurich. I think I'm not mistaken lah.
Okay,
And then
teruskan.
layover, getting the hype lah because it's in Europe kan. Dengan weather dia macam sejuk-sejuk sikit je. Pasal walaupun sama tapi ada macam sejuk sikit. And then the feeling nak pergi tu macam tak biasa dengan the language barrier, we don't understand, especially in Russia. We don't understand Russia apa dia cakap. Tapi the best thing about the Russian people that I want to share is actually when you take out your Malaysian flag, they know Malaysia very well.
Oh really?
All the
Okay.
Russians know Malaysia very well. I have no idea why people want to take pictures with us when we hold the flag.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that was your personal experience where you felt you keluar your Malaysian flag and people stopped you.
People
for a
stop us there. I went with 3 of my friends.
Okay.
So
But semua, you're the only one yang buat kecil gila lah. You join them lah. Diorang bukan ada heartbreak ke apa lah.
oh, tak ada.
Okay. Double
These
checking.
guys are, don't worry, they're wealthy like that. Suddenly they want to go, they go. you know?
Okay.
Good friends of mine.
Okay. And during the match, because like, orang kata some host nations, they take care of the hospitality very well.
Oh,
Betul
they
tak?
do. So thank God that time we have an app where you can translate the language straight away.
Okay.
So what we did was have that app, and then people were very welcoming to us and everything. They like Asians more.
Okay.
Sebenarnya, because they know Asians are very quiet. They're very quiet. They're very
We are not
kemas.
loud
We're not
people.
loud. We're not loud. They love it. When macam I spoke to one of the masa tu I duduk dengan rumah sewa kan,
Okay.
sewa bilik dia. So dia cakap oh no, I because you guys are Asian, so good. So then macam wow, that's racist. No, I thought it was racist, but it was a good way to say that. They say that we are clean. Kita jaga kebersihan. Sometimes you do up the bed. Last time macam okay because of that term, I make sure when we go travel anywhere, I make sure Malaysia have that respectable understanding lah.
I see. And after the match, do they gather
Oh
together?
yeah. That was the best part. I've seen things yang macam I've never seen fans gather. They are chanting things that I don't understand, but I felt it macam wow, it's a Germany thing.
Why you chose that match? Ke diorang ke
No, it was a ballad actually. I tried
Okay,
a few.
ballad.
We tried a few. So we
boleh dekat sikit the mic?
sorry.
Okay.
Man. It was a few ballads. We
Yes.
tried a few games. So we picked the best lah. So I went to 3 games.
Oh, tiga. But
games.
Germany.
I was supposed to go the fourth game. A fourth game, but last minute I had something.
They
I
sit
come
down
back.
dinner patutnya.
Yeah. Sit down dinner, yeah.
Okay, teruskan.
Yeah, betul all out lah tu.
Okay,
I said
understand.
all out, yeah. So when I went to France, Denmark was the most boring game. Like how you say KL versus
Super
ni.
League.
Yeah, you know why it was the boring game.
Okay.
Tapi it wasn't boring because that was the game I pakai baju Melayu.
Okay.
We'll talk about it more later. It was a more boring game because imagine you seeing Mbappe trying to attack free open space, but in the end they go stun.
Oh.
Because where both teams are playing for a draw. They wanted to draw because they wanted to qualify.
Oh.
That was the first ever 0-0 game on that World Cup.
Oh,
Yeah.
but it's not going to happen after World Cup after this. Sebab third place pun is a thing right
It
now.
did similarly happen to what Algeria and Austria.
Oh, yeah, true,
come on.
true,
Cuba at least
Come
ada
on.
goal
This-
lah.
You,
For-
you
for
can't,
this year
you can't
punya World
escape that. You can't escape that.
True,
It's
true.
going to happen. No?
Okay, how about you? What's your first away days experience?
I punya first away days experience punya dia datang secara mengejut.
Okay, do share.
Dan I hanya mengeluarkan kos yang sangat minimum.
Okay.
Sebab I ingat masa tu dekat Twitter CEO of Asia masa tu Tony Fernandez
okay.
dia tweet masa tu final AFF 2014 kot 2014 final Malaysia lawan Thailand, first leg dekat Raja Manggala. masa tu CEO Asia Tony Fernandez tweet sebab orang kata tolong buat kontes ke, buat tiket murah ke untuk fan Malaysia pergi kan. And then dia tweet X lah sekarang, dia post kat X, dia cakap okay, send siapa post gambar pakai jersey Malaysia, dia akan bagi all expense paid trip. So I masa tu,
So everyone post gambar Malaysia lah.
surprisingly I orang first. So, dan yang paling best sebenarnya sangat mengejut sebab masa tu I bincang dengan my wife, dia kata jangan main post je, pergi. Masa tu baru I tak ada jersey yang baru. Dia kata pergi je lah, pergi mall pakai jersey baru tu, pergilah dekat dressing room ke apa, ambil lah gambar baru post kan. I masa tu I tak ikut cakap dia, I post je gambar apa yang ada. I orang first, terus I menang. Dan I tak sedar I menang sampailah sebab masa tu I just post tapi I still terus pergi ke mall masa tu untuk pergi tengok jersey tu lah, untuk try ambil gambar dia satu. On the way ke sana, phone I WhatsApp meletup-letup. Tak masuk. I macam apa hal ni? Bila I parking, I buka semua macam congrats. Apa hal ni? I buka I punya Twitter. I menang. I menggeletar masa tu macam menang.
So you won tickets and travel expenses
I dapat,
as well?
Flight tickets, hotel dan juga tiket game lah.
Nice.
Untuk game tu. So dia macam datang unexpectedly. I pergi, rezeki lah, orang kata rezeki kan.
So gambar dia gambar biasa ke?
I hantar gambar lama. Gambar pakai, masa tu I just ada baju jersey Malaysia yang lama, I just post je. Macam
Kadang-kadang try
terus
to not trying too hard.
kadang
will
tak
help
try
you.
too hard pun. Saya macam I orang first dan I terus menang. Terus di-announce sebagai orang pertama.
So like what he said lah, it will come to you.
Yeah.
It just come to you.
Keikhlasan.
Betul? Keikhlasan tu yang penting.
Okay, so do share the experience then.
So masa tu kita kalah. Ingat kita kalah dekat situ.
Okay.
Tapi the time, that was macam first experience I rasa pergi menyokong Malaysia ataupun tim yang I sokong di luar negara. And itu yang membuatkan I jadi lebih rasa, best juga sebenarnya travel for football. Especially sebenarnya one thing yang ramai orang mungkin kena rasa, sebab kalau you compare, bukan nak compare macam baik ke buruk, tapi kalau you contoh you pergi game Malaysia dekat Stadium Bukit Jalil dan menyanyi Negaraku beramai-ramai bersama rakan-rakan di Stadium Bukit Jalil
Hits
tu,
it differently.
compare dengan you menyanyi dengan sejumlah macam kecil penyokong Malaysia di stadium di luar negara untuk Malaysia lawan away game, you akan rasa lebih meramang.
Nyanyi masa kat sekolah lain kan rasa dia. Nyanyi masa kita kat sekolah lain rasa dengan nyanyi dekat dalam stadium.
Okay, betul lah. Even that's how you can explain, right?
Even
Okay.
for me lah, kalau nak compare kan dengan a full Bukit Jalil menyanyi Negaraku beramai-ramai dengan just like mungkin tak sampai 1,000 pun fan Malaysia di contoh di Raja Manggala atau di Gelora Bung Karno.
Boleh bagi tahu tak actually kalau orang tak tahu Raja Manggala tu
Raja
dekat
Manggala
mana?
dekat Bangkok.
Okay, Bangkok.
Dekat Bangkok.
Okay.
Stadium
The
untuk-
name of the stadium is Raja Manggala.
Raja Manggala, Stadium
Okay.
Raja Manggala.
Okay, teruskan.
Dia boleh sama. You boleh rasa tahap meremang yang sama sebab you tahu you tengah berada di suatu tempat yang asing melihat pasukan you main dekat depan mata.
Okay.
That's why sometimes you tengok some players cry during national anthem is because they feel that
Yeah,
you know
betul.
you hearing your national anthem outside in a platform where I have to perform.
Betul.
You know?
So dan yang bestnya kat situ I mula selain daripada rasa best menyokong pasukan sendiri di luar negara, dekat situ juga membuka mata I kepada football cultures di negara-negara yang lain. Sebab masa I pergi tu I tengok macam mana, sebab I dah biasa dengan crowd di Bukit Jalil sebagai contoh, macam mana how Malaysian punya supporters macam mana. So I dah tahu, I boleh expect macam mana kita punya cara. And then bila I pergi ke Bangkok, Thailand tu tengok game tu, tengok macam mana fan Thailand, cara diorang menyokong tu, dia macam, best juga sebenarnya untuk mengenali football culture orang lain.
Do you
Sebab sangat berbeza sebenarnya.
Just a question. Do you have to sit with the ultras of Malaysia?
Sebab bila away you akan diletakkan
ramai lah.
sekali. So
Tak ramai.
dia tak ramai. Dia akan ada lah macam ultras ada dia orang akan duduk sama dia orang. Tapi kita akan duduk di bahagian yang lebih kurang sama lah.
So near to the ultras lah.
Tapi tak semestinya kita perlu join ultras pun. Kita boleh je duduk dekat dia akan bagi, sebab memang kalau away fans dia akan bagi like
Special
specific
section,
place
yeah.
lah.
There's zone
Yeah.
lah. There's
Adakan zone dia
away
supaya
zone.
tak terlalu tersebar dan untuk keselamatan juga.
Betul.
Dan one thing pasal Stadium Raja Manggala is dia rasa tinggi. Sebab
Oh.
sebab dia curam tau.
Okay.
Kadang-kadang bila you duduk tu you rasa macam ini kalau jatuh ni sampai ke bawah ni.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yes, dia punya curam tu macam rasa yo.
Okay, I don't know what is it called. Tier ke apa ke?
Tier, dia bagi you
tier,
tier
yeah.
yang paling atas.
How
Tak-
many
atas
how
kali,
many
ya.
tiers does the Bangkok Stadium Raja
I
Manggala
rasa 3.
has?
I rasa lebih kurang
And you
macam
sat at the third one.
yes, dia bagi third near to the goal. So tapi masa tu Malaysia
Behind the
kalah.
goal kan? Behind the goal kan Raja Manggala.
Dia tepi sikit.
Tepi sikit,
Dia bagi
ya,
tepi
ya,
sikit. Dia
ya.
takkan bagi betul-betul belakang gol,
Ya.
dia akan bagi tepi sikit.
And you sang your heart out
I
for
sang my
negara.
heart out. Walaupun macam kalah tapi macam it's a good experience dan itu yang orang kata you are beaten by the travel bug lah.
Yeah.
Because of that. So,
Beaten by the
travel bug.
travel bug.
Yes.
Do explain.
Travel bug ni macam bila you pergi satu benda you nak buat lagi.
Oh, okay.
Dia jadi
Keep coming back kan?
keep coming
Yeah,
macam
yeah.
dan kerana itu I rasa macam okay, this time memang I pergi dibayar macam bukan dibayar lah macam free.
Menang kontes.
Menang kontes lah, free semua, keluar cuma just keluar duit makan sendiri je. So I dah fikir and I rasa best ni, tak apa. Next I will go and I tak kisah untuk keluar duit sendiri.
What was the most craziest thing you ever seen in your football travelling masa tu?
Craziest
Instead of that game or other games?
Craziest I would say I pergi Indonesia lah sebab dia orang punya supporting culture memang sangat different, sangat gila.
Were you there when we won the...
No
not that game lah.
sebab
okay.
masa untuk I salute lah yang pergi game Malaysia lawan Indonesia dekat Gelora Bung Karno tu. Sebab for me itu adalah satu stadium yang I nak pergi tapi I tahu dia punya risiko dan I tak berani nak tanggung risiko tu.
That's life or death lah.
That's the one yang masuk askar tank semua kan?
Dia orang ramai kena escort keluar yang kena sebab Malaysia menang pula masa tu. So I
Crazy.
salute lah siapa yang pergi. I rasa I jealous tapi I tahu risiko kalau pergi tu.
So you wanted to go as well?
Itu adalah kalau untuk Malaysian fan, the ultimate place yang kalau you pergi tu memang you ada
You got balls
keberanian,
lah.
you got balls is Gelora Bung Karno. Lawan Indonesia. Itu adalah the ultimate sebab sebelum ni I rasa sebelum game yang tu tak ramai Malaysian yang berani pergi kecuali mungkin orang yang duduk di sana. Yang macam diplomats, embassy punya people ada tempat-tempat yang macam diorang duduk tu macam
secured
punya. So okay lah, tapi untuk normal fans pergi dia macam satu perkara yang gila lah.
Because that's what you do kan. You do vlogging, you record all the moments there. That's why inspire all of us to travel sebenarnya, to travel football. I mean, I also wanted to do football vlogging back in the days, you know, because people want to know your experience, you know, like how Tifo Arena went to Penang. I want to go do my experience in Hanoi.
Okay, let's go to that point. Do share why you wanted to. You can just you menang and then you pergi and enjoy the situation and all, and then why do you have to put an extra effort to record yourself and edit and post dengan zaman yang tak ada AI and all that to help you? You had to like literally find your way to edit the right way and all. I'm sure the challenge must be tough. Why go through that? Yeah.
Sebenarnya I edit semua pakai phone. I record edit tu pakai phone. Masa tu just pakai kan dekat iPhone ada dia punya apa iMovie. I pakai itu je. Tapi I rasa first yang mula inspire I untuk benda-benda ni is satu is Tifo Arena and second Copa 90.
Copa 90, yes.
I ingat Copa 90 I tengok first yang betul-betul I tertarik. I tengok Copa 90 diorang pergi tempat yang I pergilah. End up I pergi dekat Indonesia which is untuk tengok PS Sleman. Local
But
club.
dia European kan?
Dia tak. Indonesian.
Okay, Indonesian. Okay.
So I macam tengok itu adalah I rasa bila I tengok tu aku kena pergi sini. Aku kena pergi sini sebab dia orang punya supporting culture sangat gila untuk football, untuk Indonesian football, untuk satu kelab yang ada di second division masa tu. Dia orang ada second division. Okay. And dia orang punya supporting culture memang sangat gila. Nanti mungkin korang boleh tengok lah dekat YouTube ke ataupun korang boleh tengok macam mana dia orang punya Tifo game dia orang lah. Memang sangat gila.
Also the question when you did that, like what Faiz said, no one, you opened the gate for people that you said you pun nak buat because he does it as well. What was everyone's like perception when you did that, and adakah do you think you're the only one? I mean, ada orang lain juga buat ke apa ke?
Yes, the thing. I buat benda tu I tak kisah orang nak cakap apa. I just sebab itu untuk I punya memori peribadi. I banyak menggunakan tu sebagai memori peribadi I sendiri.
True. Yeah.
Okay, understand. So instead of you posting on Facebook, you posted on YouTube.
Yeah.
But you know why we wanted to watch his kind of content instead of the mainstream content?
Okay, what?
Because he is like behind the scenes. Things that they're never gonna post on mainstream.
Because
that's why we were more interested to see what they were doing instead of what mainstream was posting.
Betul.
Yeah.
So boleh tak kalau orang yang first time tengok, dengar, watching us or even live boleh bagi macam a brief explanation of like what kind of football content creation that you do like from start to the end?
Semua bermula sebab 2014 tu lah bila I pergi ke Raja Manggala dan I tengok football culture orang. So dekat situ I mula melihat bola sepak di luar padang. The emotions, the culture, especially untuk supporters punya culture. Kat situ I mula lebih interested benda-benda macam tu. Tapi still I belum ada peluang untuk banyak lagi. Lepas tu I pergi travel is 2016. Itu adalah first, I rasa itu agak gila jugalah. I pergi AFF juga, Malaysia juga, tapi I pergi Yangon, Myanmar.
Yangon. The name of the stadium is Yangon.
Tak, tempat dia, Yangon.
Tempat dia.
Dia punya stadium,
Not sure.
I tak ingat dah. Thammasat kalau tak silap. Stadium Thammasat, Yangon. Dan masa tu, itu first macam betul-betul I properly pergi travel untuk bola sepak yang memang keluar duit semua dan I pergi tu memang sorang-sorang.
Okay.
Agak gila jugalah. I macam memang tak I just tanya.
Best kan?
Dia macam best sebab I pergi sorang-sorang. I tak ada ikut siapa-siapa. I just tengok okay apa yang I perlukan sebab nak pergi Myanmar pakai visa. Walaupun dia dalam Southeast Asia.
I didn't know that.
I don't know. I don't know about
visa.
that. Okay.
So I ingat masa tu I buat visa untuk pergi Myanmar tu dekat.
Adakah to get the visa to go Myanmar, adakah for the football game or
memang kalau
if
nak
you
pergi
travel
Myanmar,
for holiday also you do need a visa to go to Myanmar?
Satu-satunya negara di Asia Tenggara yang kita kena ada visa. Masa tu I tak sure
Till today?
sekarang tapi mungkin juga. Tapi time tu memang adalah di Myanmar. So I ingat I pergi office diorang atas Burger King dekat Masjid Jamek.
Okay.
Dia macam satu agensi, you hantar you punya pasport, nanti dia akan bawa pergi embassy Myanmar dan tengah hari datang collect you punya visa. Dan masa tu dia check semua, dia nak tahu you dah confirm kena ada penginapan, tiket flight pergi balik dah kena ada. So I ingat I pergi, I just tanya somebody penginapan yang paling best kat situ dan first penginapan I untuk football yang macam ni adalah satu, dia macam homestay pun ada. I tak duduk hotel masa tu.
Okay.
Sebab I tanya ada somebody.
Airbnb ke?
Dia bukan Airbnb. Sebab I tanya somebody yang pernah kerja dekat sana. Dia pernah bekerja dekat satu club kat Myanmar, Yangon United masa tu. So I refer kat dia, I tanya mana tempat yang best atau sesuai tu duduk. Dia suggest satu macam nak kata homestay, boleh kata homestay. Tapi macam rumah sewa pun ada. Sebab I duduk satu bilik yang I rasa lah adalah player bola sepak. Dia ada few bunk beds.
Okay.
And setiap katil tu macam bawah tu penuh dengan kasut bola. So I macam
boleh ambil.
tak boleh ambil lah. Kan habis kan tak balik kan. So dia macam pergi and then yang paling best masa tu sebenarnya tengah panas juga hubungan Malaysia dengan Myanmar. Dan itu adalah experience yang sebenarnya agak seram juga sebenarnya. Sebab masa tu I pergi tu untuk game Malaysia versus Myanmar. Siapa menang dia akan layak ke next round.
Okay.
So it's a do or die mission. Main dekat sana. Dan untuk you bayangkan you pergi sana. Kalau contohlah kita semua pernah pergi Bukit Jalil kan.
Yes.
So you tahu Bukit Jalil you just,
I don't know about the listeners and the viewers, but
you just contohlah kalau you naik LRT ataupun you naik kereta, you parking terus boleh tinggal nak masuk ke dalam terus kan. Macam diorang ada lapisan, ada pagar sebelum masuk ke stadium. Dan untuk masuk ke dalam stadium compound, kat pagar tu you dah kena ada tiket.
okay.
Dan yang menjaga tu adalah tentera. Adalah tentera. So
because of takut riot.
diorang memang, I rasa diorang memang macam tu lah.
Okay, understand.
So I pergi tu, I kena tunggu kawan pula tu untuk tiket. Ada sebab beli dengan, dia macam biasa kalau pergi away days ni dia akan beli in bulk. So macam akan ada dia punya person in charge lah yang akan dah pegang semua tiket dan lepas tu dia akan bagi-bagi. So I dah sampai awal. I sorang-sorang depan tu, orang Myanmar semua dengan tentera-tentera, I dah macam seram.
But you went alone?
I went alone. Semua I alone.
Tak buat kawan dengan Malaysian fans yang lain?
I tak suka dikekang.
Oh, lama.
I jenis I nak
Unless
jalan.
terjumpa Faiz
Tapi macam contoh kalau dekat stadium mungkin
Say
lah.
hello lah. Yeah.
Tapi untuk daripada mana-mana I biasa I prefer
No,
sendiri.
I prefer like you.
Yeah.
I rather do what you do.
Sebab I tak nak macam okay
Unless
nak
you go with friends lah.
Yeah, so kalau lagi kurang number tu lagi senang nak organize sebenarnya.
Yeah.
Okay,
Tapi
faham,
untuk
faham.
football travel memang I pergi seorang. I
Yeah.
tak minat pergi ramai-ramai sebenarnya.
Yeah.
Sebab I tak nak macam ada rasa alamak aku nak pergi sini tapi
Yeah.
dia nak ke tidak pergi sini.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
understand.
that's why
Dia punya motif satu je, kita jumpa stadium itu je.
yes,
Yeah,
dia senang je. Okay, kalau untuk bola contoh kalau game Malaysia apa-apa kita jumpa kat stadium.
Yeah.
Luar tu kalau let's say lah kita nak makan di tempat yang sama then kita jumpa di situ.
Yeah.
Kalau tidak macam okay aku boleh hidup seorang-seorang.
Yeah, yeah.
So I pergi
Oh, okay.
dan lebih seram adalah bila dah masuk dia letak macam sama lah macam aku cakap tadi semua Malaysian fans dekat satu tempat yang sama.
Correct.
Tapi dia buka juga untuk Myanmar punya fans masuk.
Ya, ya.
So keliling kau adalah fan Myanmar juga.
Yeah, yeah.
Dan kau bayangkan siapa kalah akan terkeluar.
Yeah.
Dan kau duduk dengan home fans, muka diorang ketat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dan itu adalah tahun di mana ramai player Malaysia bersara.
Actually, this is the same experience I went through Vietnam juga itu.
Okay.
Masa pergi Vietnam, we watched semi-final, one of the semi-finals Malaysia. I don't remember which year. Tapi kelakar lah because our gate dia kata tu Malaysian saja. Tapi yang masuk sekali dengan kita, all the Vietnamese and Malaysian semua macam pelik lah. Biar benar. Tapi dia semua duduk surrounding kita punya
Yeah.
zone. Kita our
Dia
tier.
macam untuk safety tu
Yeah.
tak berapa nak safety
tak
lah.
apa-apa safety sangat lah.
Is it better now actually because you are what year that you went actually?
I would say 2019 kot,
it's
2020
okay,
kot.
before COVID lah.
Before COVID.
Before
yeah.
COVID.
Is it different now actually?
I lepas COVID I tak ada lagi travel untuk game Malaysia ke
Oh,
luar
okay.
negara setakat ni.
Yeah, because we have not been doing
I just banyak pergi yang
Understand.
dekat Bukit Jalil lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
How about if you say you've gone to Bukit Jalil, if in this country, do they do that as well? Do they give dia bagi je or whatever country that came?
I rasa kalau tengok kita punya memang itu
Kita systematic
sebab kita
sikit,
I
ya.
rasa kita punya stadium besar. So tak
Ya.
mungkin tak logik
Bung
untuk
Karno
ada
tu
local
besar
fan.
juga.
Yeah.
Tak untuk even kalau kat Bung Karno pun still Malaysian ada dekat
Ya,
situ cuma
ya.
masalah
Going
bila
out.
tengok tu adalah okay you macam contoh dia letak Malaysian fans dekat dekat level 1.
Ya.
Tapi atas dia semua fan bukan Malaysia. Sebab tak
Oh,
faham. So
I understand.
akan ada orang daripada atas juga. Tapi dia akan letakkan you dekat satu tempat. Tapi untuk macam stadium dekat Myanmar sebab dia rasanya dia satu level je. So dia tak ada level 2, level 3. So dia letak situ and then keliling you Myanmar punya fans dan you bayangkan masa tu siapa menang akan layak ke pusingan seterusnya. Dia punya seram tu sampai dalam hati rasa tolonglah Malaysia kalah.
Okay, understand.
Kalau Myanmar kalah ni takut tak balik ni.
Ah.
So can you please
Safety
share
reason, safety reason.
what happened? Did we
Malaysia
want?
kalah lah.
Oh,
Sebab that was the year ramai player
Against
Malaysia
Myanmar?
Against Myanmar.
Oh, wow.
That was the year player Malaysia ramai bersara.
okay.
the legends.
So
Okay,
kita
okay.
hilang ramai
Okay,
ramai
I
player
understand.
masa tu.
Yeah.
So
Okay, understand.
and it was macam Messi punya planning
Era
semua.
lah, ya.
Dan I lega lah macam okay lah kalah. Boleh terima lah kalah ni. Tapi satu kerana untuk keselamatan. Second, I macam masa tu dah tak kisah sebab that was my first experience, proper experience untuk
Away
football
days.
travel. And away
Okay.
days menyokong Malaysia and proper yang macam I pergi benda tu bukan setakat untuk tengok Malaysia je tapi untuk explore Myanmar. Sebab I rasa nak pergi Myanmar sangat susah sebenarnya masa tu.
Wow.
So bila dapat pergi Myanmar, dapat tengok sendiri semua tu macam wah. Dan like travel sorang-sorang. I tak ada banyak experience travel.
Yeah.
Time tu I first travel pun bila I kenal my wife, dia yang banyak bawa I pergi travel. Tu macam that was my first proper experience travel sendirian. Memang redah je. So I rasa instead of rasa kecewa kalah tu I rasa happy sebab I akhirnya dapat buat something yang I memang nak buat daripada dulu.
Tapi but I know how you feel sebenarnya because travelling alone for football purposes lagi best.
Really?
Betul.
Okay.
Really, lagi best because kalau wife I ada confirm lah nak pergi city, nak pergi sini lah. So I have no time to do. Macam for example actually I pergi Japan.
Okay.
I would say this is a away day lah because I went there to watch Lokman Hakim play.
Okay.
Okay.
Lokman Hakim play. He was in Yokohama that
Okay.
time. Yeah. So it was quite hard to travel to Yokohama at that time. So with language barrier and everything. So even though
Understand.
they speak English semua back there, but I think I naik bus 3 kali salah kot. salah bus tiga. I sampai stadium lain, stadium swimming pool, I remember.
Oh.
Yeah. And then this guy nampak, are you going to the stadium? Dia tanya, going to the stadium? Yeah. Ikut dia. Tapi cuak lah time tu.
Understand.
Dia ni ya,
Lagi kena tipu
I
lah.
agree je. Tapi masa tu tak fikir kan. Tapi agree kan. Tapi dalam bus pun macam, betul ke dia ni pergi kan? Nanti aku pergi mana, dia bawa pergi mana kan.
Okay, both of you said that going alone for football traveling, it's a lifetime experience. Betul? Betul?
Yeah,
Okay,
true.
betul.
Yeah,
Going
true.
alone, traveling alone is a lifetime experience. Yes.
True.
Kepada yang tengah dengar ni lah, yang tengah tengok kita live or also on YouTube and listening to us, diorang tak faham kenapa sebenarnya. Like you have already explained it actually, and do you advise to try, even to myself, do you advise myself to try at least once?
I rasa kalau you suka bola sepak dan you suka not just benda di atas padang, something you boleh cubalah. Banyak je macam you tak semestinya pergi ke luar negara, mungkin you boleh start dalam negara dulu. Mungkin contoh daripada KL atau Selangor, you pergi ke Kelantan, you pergi ke contoh mungkin Penang. Just kalau nak rasa naik flight, pergi Kuching.
Oh, okay.
Pergi Sabah.
It's more you encourage people to do it to get that lifetime experience for themselves.
Mungkin I rasa itu adalah lebih kepada kalau you betul-betul minat bola sepak. Sebab you tak boleh nak paksa orang macam pergi travel untuk habiskan, sebab bila you travel tu mengeluarkan duit. Kalau you just pergi kerana holiday
Yeah.
tapi tiba-tiba terpaksa nak pergi tengok bola, tak boleh lah.
Yeah.
Tapi kalau you memang pergi tu ada rasa, tak rasa tengok boleh
I've
lah.
always said that football is the reason why we do a lot of things sebenarnya.
Yeah,
Like I said,
for me.
at the first, jumpa kawan-kawan.
Yes.
We make a
Betul.
lot of friends from football.
True.
The reason of to travel, football.
Yes.
Don't you like that idea? You know,
Yeah,
I have a reason why I want to go.
Why nak keluar rumah
Why
lah.
nak keluar rumah?
Ah,
Yeah.
As simple as that lah,
Yes.
right?
I want to invest the football thing here. Let's
Okay.
go.
Okay. So kalau yang dengar tu is their own opinion lah.
Yeah.
Yup.
Bukanlah
Boleh
wajib.
cuba lah.
Bukanlah
Dia tak
wajib.
wajib. Tapi kalau nak cuba, boleh cuba.
Yeah.
Personally for me, I'm a Selangor boy, Selangor
Yeah,
fan.
yeah.
IC 10. Okay. I've never actually watched Selangor punya match outside of Bukit Jalil, Shah Alam Stadium atau MPPJ Stadium. I've never tried away days for Selangor. I think my producer Anaf should bring me and
Yeah.
bring you guys as well.
You should try.
Because-
Yeah.
Pergi
Away-
ceras pun okay.
Pergi ceras pun lah,
Sebab
like you said.
it's a derby juga.
It's different, is it? Going, because as a
Tak rasa dia kalau dekat Cerah mungkin tak rasa sangat, sebab still in terms of jumlah penyokong mungkin lebih ramai Selangor daripada KL, so you still akan rasa macam game home juga. Tapi kalau nak rasa yang extra sikit, mungkin you boleh try pergi dia sebenarnya paling best kalau tengok football culture ni, mungkin try pergi Sarawak ke,
Yeah.
Oh,
Sabah
okay.
ke.
Yeah. But Arif, I tell you, it doesn't have to be like an actual team. You can go to watch your social friends football team
pun boleh
sebenarnya.
juga.
It still feels like an away day.
Betul lah
Come
juga.
making an effort to come see your friends play. You know?
Betul.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything that you guys want to add for away days personally that you want to add? Ada ke?
I would say I encourage people to go for away day. So if you go to Penang, you can have nasi kandar.
Ya,
You know,
tu macam you
The
see,
advantages, the
dengan
advantages,
travel
yeah.
macam tu you boleh
Yeah.
explore
Yeah.
benda selain daripada bola sepak juga.
True.
Yes.
But the thing is, I wasn't like the type of person yang macam suka travel sebenarnya.
Okay.
I wasn't that type of person to travel. But after there was a reason for me to go travel, like football and everything. It makes me want to keep going more, because I think I learn a lot from outside culture. I learn a lot from people's way of manner. You know. The best thing about it, going keluar ni, I'm always thankful that I'm a Malaysian.
Okay, understand.
Because we dah tengok macam mana dia orang tinggal kat sana, kat overseas semua kan. You know, we are very thankful, grateful that we are Malaysian. Every time that when I borak dengan orang kat luar, they always want to come to Malaysia. You know, they always want to come to Malaysia.
Faham.
And benda-benda macam tu, you macam rasa bangga that you are Malaysian tau.
Wow.
That what I learned from travelling football lah.
So for me, macam apa Faiz cakap, kita sebenarnya bila, for me lah, personally bila I travel for football is, I bukan setakat belajar pasal bola sepak, tapi I belajar dan mengenali culture orang juga. I explore something yang di luar benda tu. Especially contoh, sebab I banyak pergi travel ke Indonesia. For them, especially macam ada few teams yang memang football is their way of life. It's a part of their life. Memang hidup diorang memang berkisar kepada bola sepak. Contoh macam I pergi ke my first proper yang bukan Malaysia punya game travel, I pergi tengok PS Sleman dekat Sleman, dekat Jogja region. PS Sleman nama dia.
PS Sleman.
PS Sleman. Nama tempat tu nama Sleman. PS tu is Persatuan Sepak Bola Sleman. So di PS Sleman.
It's a team
It's a team.
in Indonesia.
In Indonesia main dekat Division 2. So kat situ I belajar diorang punya not just the culture of football tapi the culture of supporting, and then culture orang-orang situ juga macam mana hidup diorang berkisarkan bola sepak. Tapi I rasa yang paling I rasa kagum sekali bila I pergi Bandung lah. Bandung is a typical kalau orang pergi memang untuk shopping, untuk holiday. Tapi I pergi untuk tengok bola. I banyak pergi sebab KL banyak connection dengan Bandung.
Okay,
In terms
understand.
of football.
Okay.
Sebab KL pernah ada first sebelum Boyan Hodak ke sana pernah ada seorang central defender Indonesian main dengan KL. So I first pergi kerana dia juga.
Okay.
I pergi tengok, and then bila Boyan Hodak pindah ke sana, my favourite goalkeeper dekat KL Kevin Mendoza pun pergi sana. So lagi I pergi ke sana, I rasa yang paling I rasa kagum adalah not last year, I think last year last 2 years I pergi. I nak tengok masa tu the most heated derby in Indonesian football, which is Persija Jakarta versus Persib Bandung. That was like the ultimate game yang I nak pergi
So
tengok.
if you go as a neutral, what do you wear?
I takkan pergi neutral sebab I kan duduk dengan orang
okay.
Bandung.
Okay.
Sebab I ada friends from Persib Bandung dengan Bandung juga.
Okay.
So I pergi memang niat nak tengok, dan diorang masa even sampai sekarang masih belum boleh away fans pergi. So memang akan
Okay,
So I
understand.
pergi, I nak pergi, I dah plan okay tune ni, I dah tengok tarikh semua, I nak pergi Persija Jakarta lalu Persib Bandung, I nak tengok apa yang panas sangat game ni. Yang paling best, hari I sampai, besok tu I dah sampai ke Jakarta dulu, esok tu I nak pergi ke Bandung naik train. Pagi tu dapat news game tu main stadium kosong, no fans. Kerana ada isu game sebelum tu ada
Some scandalous things
bukan
happen lah.
skandal ni, macam ada ada riot lah.
Okay, understand.
Ada benda-benda untuk safety reasons, so diorang main without any fans.
So you watched it on the screen lah?
Tak, yang paling best, ini yang buat I rasa kagum dengan diorang. Kerana walaupun tak ada, tapi dekat Bandung, contohlah kita ambil mungkin area, contohlah kalau kat sini kan, ke Gulf ni, sebaris ni semua ada kafe.
Okay, understand.
Semua kafe menayangkan game Persib Bandung. Dan semua penuh.
Okay,
So,
understand.
dia jadi, for them football is their life. Sampaikan, kalau kita lah contohlah game Malaysia bertembung dengan game EPL sebagai contoh. Yang mana orang akan pasang.
Okay, faham.
True.
So for them tak. Diorang akan fokus dekat situ. Dekat situ I belajar sesuatu yang baru. Walaupun I kecewa tak dapat tengok game tu dekat TV, tapi bila dekat stadium, tapi I belajar something yang diorang ni punya tahap kegilaan tu memang sangat gila, yang bola Persib Bandung tu adalah sebahagian daripada Bandung. Not just a football club, tapi adalah sebahagian daripada
Community kuat
taman
lah.
Bandung tu sendiri. For them,
Community memang kuat lah.
that is satu, and Persib Bandung is Bandung for them.
That is like some experience that you are sharing to us, the listeners, the viewers. It's very, very interesting, and thank you so much for sharing that. Just an advice kalau you nak bagi tahu orang, kalau diorang ada penghalang untuk mencuba untuk tengok football live, because now is World Cup session, right? And all that. We are starting off this, especially this World Cup, the culture. Sebab hari tu ada sembang dengan Nizam. Hari tu pagi tadi kita So senang cerita, we are starting to watch only football lives on our phones, on our tablets, on our laptops. Even nak tengok kat TV pun dah jarang.
Now the sad part is that I watch only highlights now.
Yeah.
So
dah tak berdaya nak fokus tengok full game.
It's how tukar terus muka daripada tadi cakap semua. But
No, because our age of
I
the
rasa-
commitment and everything,
I rasa-
it's so hard for us to commit to watch a game.
I rasa satu, it's the age. Second, sebab bila you tengok benda dekat screen, you tak rasa the proper emotion. So tu yang akan buatkan you tak rasa sangat. Compared to kalau pergi stadium.
So any advice that you want to share that to people yang macam rasa down sebab this is currently happening to them, yang tak dapat nak, they want to do it but maybe dia ada penghalang ke apa ke?
I dulu pun start ada penghalang, tapi for me, kalau sebab I memang minat bola sepak, dan I minat content creation dan juga nak belajar benda baru. If you have the time, you have the money, go for it.
Yep.
Macam try je sekali. Tak, macam saya cakap tadi, tak perlu pergi jauh. Dalam Malaysia pun boleh try dengan dalam Malaysia dulu. Ataupun macam Faiz cakap, tak semestinya sokong like macam kelab besar yang main di division besar pun, pergi tengok kawan-kawan yang main. Kalau diorang contoh kelab kau dekat TTDI, diorang ada friendly main dekat contoh dekat
New
Kelang, dekat Kelang ke, pergi je.
Pergi je.
Sama je, you akan rasa benda tu lah.
Yeah.
Okay, do share with us your maybe cabaran yang paling that you've ever faced, maybe in the content creation part, the away days part ke apa ke, up to you.
I can put one
Okay.
editing.
I bukan editing.
Dia kata dia edit guna phone je.
I don't mean
Cabaran I adalah duit lah.
Cabaran dia
Cabaran
duit.
adalah
For me,
duit.
cabaran is overthinking, you know. How
Yeah.
is it too long? Is it too short?
Betul, I
Should I
macam-
put this?
Do you get
Just
offended
put
by the comments?
Tak, I adalah orang yang jenis post dan biar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I jenis sebab I tahu I tak nak orang ubah cara I.
Yeah.
Terlalu mungkin yalah macam ada orang
Your pendirian lah.
mungkin nak tahu benda.
So bukan you don't kejar views, you like you said, instead of posting on Instagram, posting on Facebook, you post kat YouTube. That's about it.
Tapi macam untuk macam Instagram, TikTok tu I post jugalah. Tapi yang untuk panjang-panjang tu dan untuk personal macam bila I boring, I boleh tengok sendiri is on YouTube lah.
So the cabaran is finances lah.
Finances lah obviously. Sebab tu I banyak pergi pusing-pusing dalam Southeast Asia, especially Indonesia je. Tapi sekarang pun pergi Indonesia pun dah mahal.
I see. Okay.
Sebab I ingat
But our money is strong right now.
Money Strong pun still mahal. Sebab I pernah pergi I pergi game PS Sleman yang first tu, I boleh dapat masa tu tiket flight, penginapan untuk 4 hari 3 malam, tapi I duduk hostel lah. 300
Ringgit.
Yeah.
Ringgit.
True.
Okay.
Now you tak dapat tu, itu
Tak dapat lah.
sehala je.
Yeah.
Okay, faham. Alright, sweetest moments for you personally.
Sweetest moment Sweetest moment is bila first I pergi ke PS Sleman tu lah. Sebab itu yang first I travel yang bukan kerana untuk tengok Malaysia main. So I akan kenang benda tu sampai bila-bila.
Okay, the one yang tak masuk stadium tu.
Tak bukan. Yang tu kat Bandung. Yang ni yang first punya yang PS I pergi. Sebab itu adalah bila I first tengok Copa 90 punya dokumentari pasal team tu, I dah macam okay, aku nak pergi sini. Dan finally I dapat pergi ke game tu dan tengok sendiri macam mana tifo game diorang. I dah rasa aku dah berjaya tick satu
Checklist.
bucket
Bucket
aku.
list. Okay.
Yang aku nak cuba buat benda ni, dan dekat situ I berjaya break my own barrier di mana I finally berani untuk buat sesuatu yang I nak buat. So I tahu dari situ I tahu yang I macam kalau I rasa nak buat, I jangan macam terlalu overthink, just do it.
And do you apa ni, when you go there all the time, do you make sure you rakam actually all the time ke tidak?
I pick and choose jugalah, macam tak adalah semua sangat.
Or
Sebab
you don't like okay aku wajib kena buka kamera and all that, tak adalah.
I pick my moments lah. Macam kalau contoh, sebab bila you pergi, especially bila you pergi game, bukan untuk tengok game semata-mata, so you tak fokus kat situ sangat. Dan I macam bila I dah buat macam I dah buat research sikit, I tahu lah okay, timing macam ni yang biasa, especially sebab I nak tengok the fans punya culture, so I akan lebih ke situ dah. I tahu okay, diorang biasa akan time ni, so I fokus kat sini. I pick my moments lah. Nak kata untuk full tu, sebab yelah kalau you record banyak-banyak pun lah tak pakai.
Betul.
So end up I buat research siap-siap.
Because for him editing is an issue.
Yeah. I hated it.
Okay, Faiz, I think we can ask him his future goal of maybe in away days term. You nak tanya dia in 10 years time ke, in 5 years time ke like macam nak bucket list yang ni. So you wanna ask him?
Yeah. I mean, like you say, first, I mean, in 2 questions I will ask this. What is your next bucket list that you want to do with football, with content creation of football? And the next one, is there any plan for you to inspire the next generation of kids to do what you do?
What a
Deep, right?
question.
Hashtag deep.
Memang
Let's go.
fashion lah kita panggil dia.
Let's go.
Saya rasa yang untuk my bucket list, obviously satu nak tengok World Cup lah. Dia lagi sweet kalau dapat tengok Malaysia yang main World Cup. Tapi obviously sebagai peminat bola sepak, kita nak tengok World Cup.
Okay,
Kita
understand.
nak tengok, kita nak feel sendiri apa yang best. Sebab this is like the biggest tournament in terms of football dan juga sports in the world. So you mesti nak rasa benda tu. And then second, sebab walaupun I penyokong Manchester United, tapi untuk pergi ke Old Trafford tu bukan dalam macam top tier list I. I daripada dulu impian I adalah untuk sampai ke stadium-stadium dan tengok fans-fans yang mungkin agak rare tapi agak hardcore dan gila dia punya supporting culture. Contoh mungkin macam Balkan countries. And then mungkin especially nak pergi, kalau bukan tu nak pergi South America, dapat tengok mungkin kalau pergi dapat Azteca ke kan, dapat
that kind of
Maracana, pergi Boca Juniors punya stadium, dapat tengok yang sebab I lebih tertarik dengan footballing culture tu. So itu adalah antara tempat-tempat yang rasa I teringin nak pergi selain daripada nak rasa vibe World Cup tu lah.
That's so inspiring to hear, because usually orang nak kejar to go to the Anfields and the Old Traffords, the Wembleys.
Dia mungkin ada tapi bukan for me untuk
your
personally,
future goals is not
dia
there.
macam tu.
Understand. And the next question.
The next question untuk inspire. I senang je, kalau you rasa inspired and you want to know more, then boleh ask me. I tak ada bila buat something atau buat content tu, niat I adalah untuk inspire people. I just for me untuk personal punya collection, tapi ada few contents yang memang I berniat untuk inspire people, especially bila I buat content berkaitan dengan my own team KL City. Bila I buat my stadium diary, pergi tengok game KL, sama ada dekat Ceras atau paling jauh I pernah pergi menyokong KL adalah pergi Vietnam. Even I pernah pergi Indonesia untuk tengok KL main friendly. So itu yang I rasa I ada niat untuk inspire more people to support local football dan juga untuk support KL. Sebab I sebagai penyokong KL, setiap kali datang ke stadium, I rasa sedikit sedih melihat kehadiran. So itu adalah antara I rasa I punya tanggungjawab dan apa yang I boleh tolong untuk menambahkan jumlah penyokong dan membuatkan orang jatuh cinta dengan KL City. Tapi selain daripada tu, yang mana I travel kerana football tu, I just do for my own punya satisfaction.
Your memory lah.
My memory. Tapi kalau you guys are inspired by that dan korang nak tahu lebih lanjut, nak belajar or nak mendengar nasihat, I'm open. Boleh je contact I, boleh je DM I kat Instagram ke, dekat TikTok ke, dekat X ke, dekat Thread ke, YouTube mungkin tak tengok sangat.
Can I jump into your sweetest memory?
Sweetest memory?
Because you were saying what's your most sweetest memory. So you say that watching the World Cup is your number one priority lah. I dah pernah tengok World Cup, tapi you tahu tak, the best feeling sebenarnya rasa dia bukan dekat tengok World Cup tau. Best feeling dia apa? Pergi tengok a Malaysian play in a professional league outside. So when the first time I saw Lokman Hakim playing in a Division 2 of playing Japan, okay lah, it's still Asia, but it's still bangga dia rasa macam wah, I see a Malaysian.
That's my boy.
Rasa macam bangga. That one is more like lagi bangga daripada tengok World Cup.
Bayangkan kalau Malaysia main World Cup, betapa bangganya lagi.
Yes.
Okay. We are going to the final segment. Thank you so much for sharing your life experience to us. And so now this is the final segment. It's a this or that. So I will ask, we will ask alternately. I will go first.
Okay.
So you jawab je lah, okay? So this or that segment for Nizam Arifin or Nizam Archibald. Home games or away days?
Kalau untuk KL City, I pilih home games lah sebab tak rasa nak. Tapi kalau untuk sekadar untuk travel, away games lah.
Solo travel or travel with group?
Solo travel, obviously.
Okay. Budget flights or comfortable travel?
Budget flights. I lebih mementingkan kalau I nak comfort, I do hotel.
Okay.
Hotel I mesti okay lah. Walaupun mungkin bukan hotel yang mahal, tapi asalkan boleh tidur cukup. Untuk flight, I tak kisah asalkan murah.
Okay.
Big stadiums or old school grounds?
Old school grounds.
Yeah, after listening, we can
We
understand.
know already, jiwa.
Derby matches or regular fixtures?
Untuk KL City mungkin regular matches sebab I tak suka perasaan nervous tu. Tapi kalau sekadar pergi tengok derby matches lah sebab itu adalah game kita boleh rasa emotion orang lain.
Okay.
1-0 win or a 5-4 thriller game?
Sama juga, depends pada game
for you
yang
lah, for you lah.
untuk team yang
Kalau KL,
kalau let's say KL lawan team yang besar, I tak kisah menang 1-0 sebab obviously akan kena banyak attack. Tapi kalau untuk a neutral punya game, macam contoh World Cup ke apa, ataupun game yang saja I pergi to football travel, 4-3 pun itu lagi biasa, banyak gol.
Okay, this one I think I might know the answer is do you hang out pre-match outside or you straight away masuk stadium? Which one will you?
You doing content, but obviously you have to walk around.
Hang out.
I tak hang out. Sebab I punya content memang I sendiri je. So biasa pun I akan ada lah, kalau macam contoh kalau game KL memang I akan hang out dengan kawan-kawan lah. Tapi I hang out bukan untuk content lah, I just lepak, jumpa borak-borak dan masuk. Tapi kalau even kalau travel pun I akan pergi kat luar juga sebab I nak tengok dia punya surroundings. Dia berada di luar tapi bukan hangout.
I know. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Flag and banners or minimal fan gear?
Minimal. I tak suka kalau untuk I tak suka sama-sama bawa barang.
I know.
Just a question, when you went to see the Indonesian punya club, diorang ada ke all the horns and all that?
Tak ada. Diorang mungkin adalah few tapi diorang lebih
natural
kepada
sounds coming in.
Natural sound.
Natural sound.
All right.
The vibe.
We want to end the segment with giving your own personal favorite quote. Kata-kata yang you sendiri simpan dan you pegang till where you are today. Yeah.
Oh, ni mengejut ni. I rasa I boleh untuk my own diri sendirilah.
Glory.
Bukan glory-glory. I rasa
Just kidding.
especially dia relate dengan apa yang tengah berlaku pada diri I juga sekarang is that never lose hope. Kadang-kadang the magic will come like in a magical way. You takkan sedar benda tu, rezeki tu akan sampai macam mana, tapi kalau dah tertulis dia akan sampai.
Keep going
Yeah.
Keep going.
Dia memang ada aura Kuala Lumpur sampai mati. Betul kan?
Boleh lah.
Am I not wrong that Chan?
Sampai mati Kuala Lumpur.
Sampai mati
Yeah.
Kuala Lumpur.
If
I'm
you can
sorry.
have a tattoo, will you do a tattoo Kuala Lumpur?
Tahu, I takut sakit .
Alright, just look at the camera. Is this camera on? Ada? Alright, look at the camera. Two things, bagi penghargaan, acknowledgement to whoever. Nak terima kasih dekat Tony Fernandez pun boleh for starting all this, which I did not know before this, and or your family ke, and then kalau orang nak follow, dekat mana dia nak subscribe to your channel, your football content creations, yeah.
First, saya rasa I nak ucapkan terima kasih kepada my family juga, especially my wife yang support benda ni sebab dia melepaskan I untuk pergi travel seorang-seorang
It's true,
dan dia percaya I boleh selamat pergi seorang-seorang.
Bisa approve lah orang
Bisa
kata.
approve. Macam kita orang memang
Ni yang paling berat tau.
sebab memang kita orang setiap tahun akan ada, especially untuk birthday, kita orang ada birthday trip yang pergi seorang-seorang. Atau macam my wife dia akan pergi dengan dia punya ahli keluarga lah.
Oh, I can suggest this lah.
Sebab bila kita dah sampai di satu usia yang macam dah tak tahu nak beli hadiah apa, so hadiahnya adalah birthday trip.
Okay.
So itu
okay.
yang I guna untuk football travel I.
So your birthday, your wife
Dia bukan bagi tu, dia macam kita orang agak just bagi duit, pandai lah kau.
Oh, okay.
Yang biasanya kita orang agak gunakan
And
tu untuk
solo
travel
trip?
lah. Solo trip.
That's really
Macam
interesting.
Untuk I lah. Untuk
Okay.
aku solo trip, tapi untuk my wife dia ada teman dia lah. Cousin dia.
Okay,
atau
faham,
siapa. And then I rasa I kena cakap terima kasih juga kepada, sebab ada few times yang bila I rasa I dah malas nak buat benda-benda ni, entah macam mana akan ada orang yang datang tiba-tiba kata macam, bang saya tengok abang punya video, bang saya suka video abang. Itu yang buat bila, and benda tu selalu sampai bila I rasa memang tengah down gila, tengah
Okay.
rasa malas, terus dia buat rasa okay, aku kena teruskan. So kepada yang terus menonton, yang terus bagi kata-kata semangat ni, thank you so much. Dan kalau mana yang baru tengok ni, kalau korang nak check out, korang boleh tengok kalau untuk full video boleh ke YouTube Nizam Archibald. And then kalau yang short video, especially TikTok, banyak video-video
Macam mana nak
kelakar lah
eja
sekarang.
Nizam Archibald tu?
ARCHIBALD.
Okay. ARCH.
ARCHIBALD.
Okay.
So itu Twitter sama, Thread sama, TikTok sama, Instagram pun sama,
Okay.
YouTube pun sama.
Okay.
So kat situlah korang boleh tengok sebab setiap account tu dia akan post benda-benda berbeza lah. So korang akan dapat banyak content sebenarnya. Macam contoh Thread akan banyak content kopi. Kalau untuk bola memang dekat YouTube dan juga TikTok. Twitter dia akan lebih kepada banter-banter dan benda-benda merepek. So
Okay.
dia ada variety kalau korang follow semua account tu. Jadi tu semua account-account lah yang korang boleh follow. Dan kalau dah follow dan dah subscribe, thank you so much.
Okay. Anything that you want to add actually before we wrap?
No, I'm just happy. First of all, I'm very thank you so much to everybody, to Curve, to Hoshi, Nizam, Are for inviting me to talk here out of nowhere in the middle of the mall. You know, very
Yes.
rare. One in my bucket list as well. No, not bucket list. Tick list, yeah, done in my life.
I mean, thank you so much for being my guest host.
Yeah.
You've done so well.
I hope I did okay.
Yeah, of course. Santai saja.
Thank you.
How do you feel other than being a tick list ni?
No, I'm happy that everything has been done properly. Football has been brought up in Malaysia. Where I was 20 years back, football wasn't like this impactful. You know, we don't have all this carnival.
Yes.
You don't see kids playing football in the morning. You don't have how social football is. So I'm very thankful that what it has turned out to be after 20 years. Yeah.
And what do you feel after listening to Nizam today?
Definitely. Always inspiring to talk to a fellow football content creator.
Awesome. Okay, Nizam, sebab tadi cakap pasal kopi, you punya bio is suatu hari nanti saya akan menjelajah dunia untuk bola sepak dan kopi.
Yes.
Okay.
Saya adalah seorang
Oh
penggila
yeah, I
kopi.
forgot that you're
Yeah,
a coffee fan.
Saya adalah seorang penggila kopi. So sebab tu suka pergi Indonesia sebab
Yeah,
kopi
yeah.
dia sedap dan murah.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, how just nak masuk that. But how do you feel about today? Actually, I don't know if this is your first time. I did not ask that before the show. Is it your first time sharing in detail, like for an hour long, about your journey personally, you as the guest?
I rasa yes sebab sebelum ni banyak yang kalau borak pun banyak borak pasal KL lah.
Okay.
So this is my first time. Thanks juga kepada Better Call Sukan sebab bagi I this opportunity untuk bercerita dan mungkin menginspirasikan orang untuk travel, untuk menonton bola sepak. So ini adalah satu new experience for me, especially dengan macam depan orang ramai, selalu dalam studio je. Jadi new experience and thank you kepada Better Call Sukan dan juga organizer The Curve at Sochi Football Stadium ni untuk peluang macam ni lah, bukan selalu datang. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much to the both of you for listening, for being here. Just bagi tahu all out what you say, ikhlas. You shared about your World Cup experience, pakai baju Melayu lah, all that. You shared about going to Myanmar, nak cari dapat visa and all that. If you guys want to know more, do follow Nizam Archibald on all social media platforms. Betul? And also to you guys, kalau belum lagi follow Better Call Sukan, do follow, like, share, subscribe on our YouTube and all audio platforms, our socials. Kalau belum, please do. And kalau korang ada anything that related to sports, daripada athletes, communities, coaches, even like vloggers and all that yang you guys nak kita orang panggil, definitely let us know and we will definitely call them. Alright, last words, Faiz Bobai. Jangan hilang lama sangat lah.
Last words. No.
Itu Kal panggil you datang sini.
No, but the thing is, I'm around. It's just that I think it's a different platform now for me.
Okay.
Lelo.
Yeah, Lelo. Yeah.
Sleeping
It goes
Giant
slow,
tadi.
Yeah.
Bobai ni Sleeping Giant.
Don't worry, I'm always here. Wherever you call, I'm there.
Okay. And last words for you before I wrap up the show.
Last words, nice meeting you again Faiz. Mungkin lepas ni rasa kalau nak jumpa Faiz kena rajin turun pickleball punya court kot.
Okay.
Mungkin you kena buat session dekat pickleball court then Faiz akan selalu ada.
I think this photo promotion is confusing for people. Somebody was asking me, are you promoting pickleball or you promoting football? I said, yeah, I'm sorry.
Also, everybody shout out to Kaif and Forfeit, Better Call Sukan punya official sponsors for 2026. Kaif and Forfeit adalah local football and sports apparels. So shout out to Kaif, QYVE. Kasut yang saya pakai ni Sub-Zero, korang boleh check out dekat diorang punya booth if you guys are still here at the Curve X Sochi Football Stadium. And shout out to Forfeit as well. Both are local football brands. Do check them out. And thank you to you guys. I'm going to wrap up the show. That is all. My name is Arif Daniel.
It's Bobai.
Nizam Arifin.
And we will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Audio Plus.